Hello, 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 and happy Tuesday. I love Tuesdays because it is day for our Veg Inspired Live Show. So I am here. Drop some emojis in the chat. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me know if you are here too with a hashtag team live. If you are catching the replay of this, just give me a hashtag team replay. Let's see. Are we more live or are we more catching replays? Drop some emojis in the chat. Let me know where you are tuning in from. I am tuning in to you live from Western New York. If you're new around here, don't forget I'm a real person. I travel full time in a fifth wheel RV with my husband, John, and Eddie the cat. So don't be surprised if he pops up and walks across in front of the screen because he absolutely loves that. While I'm talking, feel free to drop your comments or questions in the chat and I will circle back if there's time. If you are just joining, drop a hey in the chat, give me a team live or a team replay, and let's get into today's live show. I am your host, Kathy Davis. I'm a former school teacher turned plant-based lifestyle coach, a 3-time plant-based cookbook author, and the founder of VegInspired and the Eat More Plants Academy. I help people adopt healthy plant-based living as an intuitive and effortless way of life with systems, habit development, foods, and the mindset necessary to make the switch permanent and stress-free. Who couldn't use all of that? Our proven systems help you create a life of eating more plants and fitting those plant-centered meals into your fast-paced and busy schedule without requiring hours in the kitchen, added stress, or wondering what I'm going to eat. And who doesn't love that? Give me a amen or some cheers in the chat and let me know if you want to make this stress-free. Today's topic is all about mindset, specifically mindset toward eating plant-based. Now, we all have preconceived notions about plant-based eating, maybe even vegans in general. And I remember when the concept of plant-based eating was brought into my world, I was pretty resistant. I didn't want to be a vegan. I didn't want to give up my favorite foods. And I certainly didn't want to reduce the things I loved. Fast forward to 2 years ago when I realized that my health and my eating habits were completely out of control. I was vegan. I was eating all the vegan junk food. And even then, I had some reservations about going from vegan to whole food plant based, about giving up the foods that I loved. Resistance to change is normal. But one of the key concepts to making a change is not only to change your physical actions, the habits that you do, but also to change your mindset, the things you think, the things you say, both to yourself and outward, and in relation to those changes. I love the quote by Socrates: the secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new, creating this new normal, creating this new approach to eating. Whether you're presented a meal plan or strategies or anything, it's really about how do you take action to form intentional habits to lead to your goals. Are you internally becoming the person who eats more plants? Are you internally, taking action, making choices as that person you want to be? Are you doing that? Are you taking a step back and pausing and saying, oh my gosh, I'm going to eat more plants. And I know that I have a paradigm around plant-based eating. I know that I've always been told that carbs make me fat. I know that I've always been told different diet cultures. I know that I've used words like I can't eat that, phrases like cheating and splurging. Are you shifting your mindset to make this a way of life? Or are you still stuck in diet culture? Are you doing what you've always done? Or are you jumping in with both feet towards the actions and the thinking? You see, whatever happens with plant-based eating, your results indicate how you feel about it. Your results indicate how you think about it. And so if you're one of those people who's like, heck yeah, I cleaned my pantry, I'm going to go all in, I'm all in plant-based, and 2 weeks later you're off the wagon, you're eating all the junk, you sit down and eat a pint of ice cream and you're like, oh, I can't go plant-based, I failed again. Is it how you think? Is that what you expected to happen? Or did you take that pause and really start to reframe those beliefs you have about food? The mindset work, the mindset necessary that you need to eat more plants is crucial in setting you up for a win and an opportunity for growth. When your thoughts about your next step in plant-based eating or eating more plants are in line with your goals, the facts don't matter. It doesn't matter if you've never been able to stick with a diet. It doesn't matter if you've yo-yoed before. When your thoughts about your next step are in line with your goals, the facts don't matter. I'll say it again. When your thoughts are in line about your next step, are in line with your goals, the facts don't matter. And what I mean is this: when your mindset and your thinking are wrapped around your goal, and every choice you make is in line with that goal, it's in line with your action steps, it's in line with the outcome you desire. The facts about whether you can or you can't do it, or you have or haven't done it before, they don't matter. The facts don't matter. So, how does this relate to plant based eating? How does this relate to real life? You make a decision to eat more plants or go plant based. Maybe it's to achieve a health goal. Maybe it's to achieve a wellness goal. Maybe it's just to add more energy to make a bigger impact in the world, whether it be in your family or your community or your business or your career or whatever it is. But you never tell your mind, you never break up with the old thought patterns. So you're trying to make a change with an old mindset. You might be successful for a bit, but then you stumble out of alignment. You have a client meeting at a restaurant, or you meet friends out after work and you're confused and aren't sure what to order. Or you have an extremely busy and stressful day and you just revert back to that old habit of, it's almost like your car just goes to the drive-through. You just know exactly where you're going to go. You pick up your food. Might be vegan junk food takeout, but that's not what you wanted. It's just an old habit, an old routine. It's where you're comfortable. And you tell yourself, gosh, eating plant-based doesn't work. I'll just go back to status quo. But there's an alternative and you have control. And that's the beauty of mindset. You have control. An alternative option to that scenario is that you make the decision to eat more plants so that you can achieve those goals, so that you can show up energized, so that you can lose the weight, have health, ditch the medications, whatever it is, make a bigger impact in the world. And you shift the way you think about food. You reframe your thoughts about what goes on your plate. You reframe your thoughts about what you order at restaurants. You align your actions with your goals. You become the person, you show up in every choice who chooses the healthy foods that align with your goals. You become the person who plans your meals. You become the person who sticks with your commitments. And is it hard? It might be. Might be harder if you tell yourself it's hard. Might be not as hard if you tell yourself it might be easier. You see, you can read all the books, you can buy all the meal plans, we can give you checklists after checklists, subscribe to all the meal services, but until you dig into here and into your subconscious mind and you rip out those old beliefs, until you confront those old paradigms that keep pulling you back to your old habits, that keep pulling you back to the comfort zone, you'll go back to status quo. You'll go back to where you were. I have people tell me all the time, I'm addicted to cheese. I agree. Cheese is a super addictive product. Super addictive. What if you said, I'm in control? Cheese is not food for me. And you started to affirm, you started to speak to your subconscious that that's not what you eat. I hear people all the time, I'm too busy to eat plant-based. Are you too busy to eat plant-based, or are you telling yourself you're too busy to eat plant-based? See, I can give you everything, but the only thing I can't do is I can't change the way you think. I can suggest things. I can suggest, affirmations, and I can suggest books to read, and I can suggest, and I can be in your face live here every week. But I can't make you think differently. I can only open up your awareness. Now, how do I know all this? Because I lived it. Years of yo-yo dieting, years of going back to my old ways of eating, even after months of cleaner and healthier eating. Years of old habits winding around my actions and pulling me back. That is until I confronted them, until I made a committed decision, until I stepped into the new version of me as the person who eats whole food plant-based. This is what I do with my clients in my coaching program. We work together to define your plant-based goals. Maybe it's 100% plant-based, maybe it isn't. And we work out that strategy for you, with you. And then we work on your mindset specifically toward that strategy. We align that with habit development. We break up with old habits. We start new habits. We try new recipes. We put together super simple meals that you can have on repeat that you love. But we work through that mindset to get you into a new comfort zone. And you start taking daily action in line with that plan. Maybe it's one meal a day. Maybe it's more plants at each meal. Whatever it is, it's customized to you. And then you're held accountable for your actions. We pair our mindset work, our strategy work, our systems development, our habit development with accountability. And you start to see progress. We focus on the wins. You start to feel that increase in energy. You get excited. You're empowered. Your clients notice. You go to a party and you're empowered to make healthy choices. You no longer feel restricted. And your friends start to notice. You see, because Socrates was right. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building those new habits, on focusing on the new version of you that you're becoming. When we focus our mindset on our new way of life, our new normal, and we accept the lifestyle change we want to adopt as a way of life, not a short-term quick fix, the change is like a snowball. We build the momentum. We focus on building our new way of life rather than fighting for those old habits. I have people who've read all of the books and still message me in my community that they're scared of carbs. Y'all, you've read the Starch Solution. Don't be scared of carbs. Those are old beliefs. I spent so many years on different programs and plans, and they were all designed to put a Band-Aid over the habits. They never instilled the practice of writing new habits, right? They instilled the habit, Weight Watchers, y'all, I would count the points, 0-point foods all day so I could binge on the crap at night. They didn't instill the practice of rewriting new habits. And that's why the past continued to repeat. And that's what you need to start to tackle. You need to tackle those old beliefs. You don't have to do it alone. You have support. You're in this community. You have access to people who've done it before you. That's why the past continues. That's why we repeat the Start Again Monday. We try every new 30-day boot camp. We try the new quick fixes. We Band-Aid over and over and over all of the symptoms, and we never confront the source. We revert back to our comfort zone. I know because I did it for years. And it wasn't until I confronted the old habits, the old beliefs, the old thoughts in my subconscious, and started taking action towards the new that I was able to create a long-term sustainable normal. Eating whole food plant-based is my normal. It's not a nice thing to do. It's not quick fix. It is how I live. I live a whole food plant-based life. Day in and day out, I get up, I eat oats, spinach, whole grains, veggies, fruit, potatoes, nuts, seeds, avocados, olives, bananas, greens. I eat a whole food plant-based lifestyle. That is what I eat. That is who I am. That is how I live. So if eating more plants, eating whole food plant-based, eating plant-based, going vegan, whatever your goal is there, if that's a desire for you, if you can see it, but you aren't sure how to get there, that's okay. We've all been there. But if that sounds good to you, I want you to change the way you think. I want you to change your mindset around food. And the first step is to see food as nourishment to your body and to see cooking and preparing meals and food for you and your family as providing nourishment out of love and necessity. That's the first step. Reframe the chore of cooking. Reframe the chore of preparing meals. Reframe the food as comfort, food as a snack, food as this. Food is nourishment, and we need food to run our lives. So you change that piece of your mindset. And then step number 2 is to take 100% responsibility for this lifestyle change. And you know what the beauty is you have the power to do that. There is no one else that can make this change for you. You don't have to go it alone. We're all here with you, supporting you. The Veg Inspired team is ready to support. But are you willing to take personal responsibility? What does that look like for you? Are you willing to create intentional daily habits that align with your goal? Do you know your goal? You know, a lot of times I talk to people and they're like, I want to eat more plants, but they don't really know their why. They haven't dug deep enough. Y'all, my why was to lose weight, but more importantly, it was to be able to live the life of someone who could hike and explore the US national parks as we traveled the United States. Yes, weight loss was the catalyst. I knew that by having a healthy weight, I would be able to do more and live more. And that was how I aligned my daily habits with my goals. So if you don't know your goal, it's okay. And if you do know your goal, but you're like, I don't know what's holding me back. I think I'm in the right frame of mind. I got the checklist. I got all the stuff. I feel like I'm ready, but I'm still stuck. I still fail. I still cheat. All the things. I have a special offer for you to help you move towards your goal. I'm opening up my calendar to invite you to chat through your goal. If you are ready to move from status quo to eating more plants as a lifestyle to help you have everything that you want, the weight, the wellness, the energy, the productivity, all of it, drop some fire emojis in the chat and let's get on a call. This is a complimentary call, and on the call, we're going to explore your goal. We're going to explore the obstacles that may interfere with your goal. What is holding you back? We're going to pinpoint it. We're going to look at your day. We're going to look at those crunch points in your life. We're going to figure out where you're stuck. And then we're going to strategize your next steps. What do you need? What would be the catalyst for that next step? This call is open for everyone who's ready to take action. So if you're ready to take action, you don't have to do it alone. I'm here to guide you in the Veg Inspired community to help you toward those healthy habits, to help you have the energy, to help you release the weight, to help you make plant-based eating an intuitive and effort way of life. It doesn't matter where you are in the journey. You might be eating plant-based for 10 years and you still feel stuck. You might have been eating plant-based for 2 years, but you keep cheating on the weekends. You keep eating the kids' chicken nuggets or that pizza. You just haven't figured out how to release those old habits. I'm here to help you. Now for the secret sauce. 3 things to do every day to keep your mindset focused on your goal. 1, visualize. Connect with your goal and visualize yourself achieving that goal. How does it feel? How do you feel? How does being in your ideal weight, having more energy, being well, having mobility, how does that feel? What does that outcome look like for you? Number 2, affirm it. Write your affirmations, repeat your affirmations. You are there. I am eating more plants to heal my body. I am eating more plants so I have more energy. I am eating more plants so I can release weight. I am eating more plants so that I'm at my ideal weight. I am eating more plants so I can hike, so I can bike, so I can show up for my family, whatever that affirmation is. Maybe you've got a couple of them. Stick them everywhere. Repeat them. And number 3, belief. Unwavering belief that you can do it and that you will do it. Take that step back. Reframe the way you think about food, preparation, and cooking. Get clear on your goals so that you can step into the action. This is your time. This is the moment that you get to decide what tomorrow brings, what the rest of today brings. Are you going to take advantage of that strategy call? Are you going to strategize those next steps, those keys, those final pinpoints of why you keep falling back to those old ways? Make that change right now that supports your goals. So you can book that call at veginspired.com/strategy call. There is a link in the description of this video. I would love to help you uncover your goal, uncover what's keeping you stuck, and strategize those next steps to have you moving on your way, on your pathway to plant-based. Until next week, have an amazing day, have an amazing week, eat more plants, and live veg inspired. Bye.